Hello. I'm here. You like my outfit? This is like kind of what I want to be working when the Writhing Wall event happens. I'm gonna be wearing something like this. So I'm probably just gonna hold on to it until then. Of course, I see myself at some point probably just going back to one of my costumes. Hold on, let me put my straw in my drink. Okay, I've also, just to get you guys up to speed, I had surgery. Well, I had mouth surgery. I had a tooth extracted on Tuesday, and I'm still feeling the pain.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done.
So I got some meds here. I've got instructions on how often to take these meds. I haven't had a chance to look at them, so give me a second. I'm not like I don't take medications often. It is not something I do very often. Why is my music off? And I'm in Netcrom Heresy. Okay. The red looks so shiny. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take some Tylenol. So yeah, essentially, I've probably told this story before. I think I mentioned this at some point probably before. But I had a root canal, and I was supposed to get something done with a tooth. I didn't get it done. I should have, I didn't though. And the top of the tooth fell apart. But it did not hurt. So the top of my tooth entirely fell apart, and I only had a stump that was basically not visible. None of this is really visible. You have to look very carefully, so that's not really a problem. But anyway, so we decided to just, get rid of the stump via an extraction. And that is, you can imagine, it's literally a surgery. I didn't think of it as a surgery until it was over. I mean, technically it is. I just never, it's like, wow, I didn't think about that. So then I came into work, like, right after my surgery. I literally went right from the hospital to my work. But, you know, adult responsibilities. Okay, so we will chalk that down to 1140. I'm just gonna make sure that my stream title's working. Okay, it seems to be. Now, they say you shouldn't be feeling any pain. They're like, oh, you should feel some soreness. And I'm like, does that not count as pain? I'm thinking, like, at what point is it pain? Like, what point does it leave soreness and go to pain? It's been very annoying, I'll tell you that much. Sores are annoying, right? Do these so I can get done with the trial. One of them's just crafting. But yeah, I'm worried about, I'm a little bit worried about the Tylenol, because I don't know if they gave me any different kind of Tylenol. They gave me, some, and, you know, it just looks like regular Tylenol. And, I took it before the surgery, and then I took it I took it before the surgery, and then they gave me some more to take home. They gave me 4 tablets. And on the casing, it says, like, extra strength acetaminophen, I think. And I'm like, is that regular Tylenol? It says extra strength. Is this some kind of, like, super Tylenol? I don't know. I hope not. She just described it as Tylenol, so. Anyway, you're not supposed to drink through a straw, and you're not supposed to drink any caffeinated drinks the day of surgery, but that was Tuesday. It is now Friday, so I am having a sugary drink with a straw. I actually kind of expected it to run me more than it did. I mean, like, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but, like, I feel like sometimes if something happens to you, at least in America, you're just gonna think, okay, that's probably gonna cost me like $1,000 or a couple thousand. That's how my mindset works. Honestly, it's not a terrible mindset to have, because, you know, if I'm wrong, I save a lot of money. Like, I mean, it's better than guessing that it'll be less than it is. I mean, basically it cost me, like, a few $100. And then, I mean, like, I do have insurance, but they didn't cover it. I think we, like, sent it into them to see if they would cover a bit of it, just to test. but I don't think they're gonna accept it. So it did probably cost me a few $100, which is, it's like over half a week of pay.
Denis.
But it was worth it, so that my mouth now feels like hell, I guess. I didn't really mind having a tooth that wasn't, it's like, yeah, the top was broken off, but it wasn't hurting. I'm not even sure, like, could it get infected that way? It was still covering the gum. It's still, for all intents and purposes, a tooth, basically. I wasn't quite sure why I needed to get it extracted. But everyone was like, get it extracted. So, okay, that's what I did. What am I doing? So, like, I wouldn't say it's pain. Like, if I knew this pain was gonna go away in like a week, I'd be like, okay, I'll deal with it. But it has been a few days, and I'm, pain always feels a lot worse when it's like, am I supposed to be feeling that? Like, I can take a side effect a lot. I can take a side effect better if I know the side effect is, like, supposed to be there. So I don't know. I do know that, at least the painkillers they gave me, like, last night really helped. I took a nap, and I had no problem. And then I woke up from the nap, which honestly, it wasn't really much of a nap. It was supposed to be one, but I ended up sleeping for 5 hours, right? So I was like, oh my god. Usually I nap for 2, and I fell asleep for 5. And at that point, I mean, like, time you can take between Tylenol is like 6 hours, so it was already pretty much running out at that point, and I was feeling the pain again. Now I'm kind of I'm on like a thing where I take acetaminophen and ibuprofen on like 3-hour intervals, I guess. So that is my new thing. I'm gonna be starting that pretty much right now. We'll see how that goes. I feel so adult. I'm not usually taking medications. It's like I'm old. Why would they do? I've only got like 20 spots because my inventory is horribly kept, like terribly kept. It's like, I don't need these Ayleid remnants. I don't need them. We are never going to have another Westfield event probably ever. I don't think they're really doing that now. And they're not really worth anything. As much as I love the Varlastone icon, you know. It was a good event, though. Man, how those were so hard to get that, you know, but it's like they literally just don't serve a purpose anymore, so. I have been thinking about making a new character. Like, I'm basically, like, it's not really, like, thinking about making new characters, more like, Um, I've got the character mostly planned out. I've got a thing written out. I like to write things out for my characters. They will be my last slot for my characters, unless I buy more. And I'm probably gonna end up buying more, yeah. So I don't really see him as my last character at all, but... Oh, I spelled it. It's a him. Yeah, I think this is my most creative concept for a character that I've ever made. And I wish I could, like, say it right now. I mean, I probably could. There's, like, no one here, right? But... There's two people. Definitely, though, one of my favorite ideas. If not my favorite that I've had. But he'll also be something like that I've never done before. He will be a type of ESO character that I have never even looked into before. Like, and I don't mean a PvP build. I'm not doing that. But he is going to be different. Literally, I'm going to be asking, like, having to ask people questions on how stuff works because it's so different from what I've done. I don't know how he's going to look. I've got ideas, though. See, the thing about ESO... I don't know if anyone's going to get mad at me for saying this, but unlike any other Elder Scrolls game, ESO really incentivizes you to make your character the way you want your character, both in terms of mechanics, but also in terms of, like, visual and backstory, right? I don't think any game is in the Elder Scrolls franchise is more influential when it comes to customizing your character.
Nothing good happens in here. I can tell.
I don't recall her saying that. And the reason for that is it goes way beyond ESO being, like, way customizable. ESO does have, like, you know, the gold medal in being able to customize how your character looks. That's really big. And also, you know, the abilities and now subclassing. But on top of all that, ESO excels in making people make stories for their characters because it is a multiplayer game, right? You want to look great, you want to have a cool story and stuff for your character because you know that you can be that character with other people, right? You know people can see that character as well, and you can even have your stories intersect with the other characters. You can make a lot of characters too, you know? It's just definitely the Elder Scrolls game that, like, makes you want to make more characters. Because, like, in the other Elder Scrolls games I really haven't been too incentivized to make other characters. I've literally only got one save in Oblivion, one save in Skyrim. I mean, sure, I've done, like, multiple runs of Skyrim, but only because I've played it on multiple different consoles, you know? Like, I think I did 2 runs on the 360, because one run was when Skyrim came out and everyone and their cat was playing it, and then my other run was when I started over, like, many, many years later. And I don't even know if I had my old save at all. I do believe my first character was a Khajiit, though, that I ever made. Ah, my god. The first non-Argonian, non-Khajiit Elder Scrolls character I ever made was probably... I think it was probably Bertrand the Bull. when I made Bertrand, he was the first ever non, like, beast race I've ever made in any Elder Scrolls game. Up. I mean, also ESO, you know, being a game where you can like pretty much go anywhere. There's so much in ESO that makes someone want to make a diverse character. I mean, it's basically like it just covers all angles. You know, it's like Arena. How in Arena you can go anywhere, except with a lot more angles, right? I haven't even been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. My manifests aren't showing up. Am I not like I'm not like at the right level? Anyway, so today I had to do what I haven't had to do in a long, long time, and I had to train an employee. I don't think I've done that since my vacation. Like, well, since obviously before my vacation. Fuck. Oh my god. I thought I was... Honestly, that would have made a pretty good clip if I was stuck. It might make a good clip anyway. I don't know. I thought I was stuck. I mean, like, if I didn't have Lightning Dash, I probably would be. That would have been it. But, I mean, obviously I would have to port back to the beginning. Do not want to do that. Okay, it's okay if I have to go down here. So as long as I'm not stuck. Yeah, the employee that I trained, it wasn't very hard because she had actually worked here back in the fall of last year. So she already knew a lot of the stuff already and just needed a refresher, so it was significantly shorter than usual training sessions. It was just a very, very quick refresher, and then, you know, she went on her way. But I'm really glad they always give that to me on Fridays. I mean, maybe I've had to train someone not on a Friday, but to my knowledge, it's generally a Friday. Like, every training session I can remember has been a Friday. And I very much prefer that. I don't know why they keep doing that. Maybe it's because they know that I'll feel, like, more up to it on my final day of the week. But I don't really think they're thinking of how I'm thinking. But basically, like, if I'm going to get a hard task or anything out of the way at, you know, work, I always want it to be, you know, at the very end. Because when you're doing something, like, intensive, and it's, like, early in the week, and you're like, oh my god, I have this, and then I have the rest of the week, like, that sucks. I hate that. And that's why it's like that I had to get surgery on Tuesday, you know, before work. I mean, that blows. But that's an adult thing. I mean, I'm just glad I didn't have to wake myself up at like 7 a.m. or whatever. I did that a month ago when I had my last visit which was to check on the tooth, to make a game plan. I had to wake up at like 6 or I had to head over there at like 7 or something. And so I basically just like took a bit of a sleep and then had to wake up early, and that's my entire body clock is not ready for that. I work second shift. But at a time like that, essentially, I can still go back to sleep when I get home, right? I literally don't even care, like, if I get like an hour, or I guess 2 hours, that's still enough for me. As long as I fall asleep and wake up, then my brain is like ready to go. Like I said, last night I slept for 5 hours, and then I just kind of like woke up. I set my Twitter post because I've got to do the Twitter post for Friday, and I think I wanted to do some ESO, but I think ESO was under maintenance. No, that was earlier. I think I might have done some ESO, and I did VR chat. I had some VR chat issues earlier this week that really annoyed me significantly. But I fixed it. So for those that don't know, this is how I do a VR chat. Essentially, I have an Oculus Quest 2. I didn't buy it. It used to be Jared's, but then Jared got an upgrade, so I got this one. I wouldn't be interested in VR at all if he had not just let me have that for free. Because I'm like, whatever, it's free, and I decided to mess with it. Because, you know, I've got friends who play. So basically what I do for VR chat is I do a little, I think it's a little cheat, essentially, where you fake full body tracking. Obviously, you're not actually using full body tracking because you need, like, lighthouses to get that to work. But essentially, what it is it will watch your movement, depending on like your head and your arms and how they work with each other, and you tell it to think that you have trackers on, but you don't actually. And the movement will begin to be a bit more fluid, and it will allow you to do things like lay down, fold your arms, for example. It makes you more flexible. And it's basically like a fake version of full body tracking. So, I forgot how I set all that up. I'd have to ask Jared, because he's the one that told me how to do it. So I've been using that for like maybe, I don't know, 6 months or something. It's been a very, very long time. And then a month ago, it broke. Essentially, something happened with Steam VR where the entire thing broke, full body tracking, and I could not move at all. Like, I was frozen in place. I could move my arms and I could move around the room, but my joysticks wouldn't move. And so that was very odd. Basically, I had to, it was either like stop using full body tracking. Oh, nice. I did that with my banner alone. It was either like stop using full body tracking or only be able to move within a small space. And I was so annoyed by that that I literally just spent so much time trying to get it to work. And I get, you know, I invited Crazed over, she invited her friends over, and we were all just trying to fix it. They were all looking over me like I was some specimen, right? Because I couldn't go anywhere, and they're all just like looking me over. and they're trying to help me out, but they were kind of stuck,
Bet they weren't
and
expecting that.
so was I. This was a month ago, like I said, so this was right before I was going in for that first dentist visit. And like I said, I had to be up at like 6 or 7. So I was literally just up on VR chat figuring this out before I go to the dentist. And I'm like, I can't move. And then I eventually managed to fix it. I recovered from the issue and fixed it entirely, no problems at all, and I was very, very happy. For some reason, my solution did not work for Jared, because Jared had the same issue. Fast forward to the other day, I think this was Tuesday night, I get on VR chat, and I realize I can't move again, and I'm thinking, ah, shit, it's back. And so I try to do my quick fix, and it does not work. It did not work at all. And I'm thinking, oh, my fix doesn't work, I'm doomed. And so it took a lot longer. It took I had to put it up for the night, and then I had to get back on later that night and reassess the situation. But I did manage to fix it. Because, I mean, if you ask me, VR chat just isn't really worth playing when you don't do that. Like, I feel so stiff when I can't do that. It's very uncomfortable. And I can't, I can't lay down or anything. It's very weird. So, oh my god. Oh, that could have been really bad. Why does this keep happening to me? Unfixes my mind, injecting even more Elder Scrolls knowledge. The things I know. I know where Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take place. I can see. I see the game. That's pretty cool. Wow. Please tell me I didn't get the, okay, I got Breaking the Chains. I thought I would have seen that on the Telvanni Peninsula map. I didn't see nothing. I guess I was looking for delves. Oh, guys, the feeling is gone. How do painkillers work? How does that work? Like, it's just not there. You've already played at that point? You played it before Todd and company could sell. Exactly. And you know what? You know what I think? I think it's a game that a lot of people are going to complain about. Because let's be honest, they're going to complain about it no matter what. I'm amazed I'm not hearing stuff about Silksong, you know? Like, no, like, I'm surprised that people are going, this is a good game, because, like, when people are waiting that long for a game, you think they'd be insatiable, right? I'm surprised that people are like, it's a great game. Some people are saying game of the year, and I'm sure it's a great game, but you think that like, gamer culture at this point is just like, not worth it, not worth waiting. Yeah, how long have people been waiting for Silksong? So it has its bouncing issues, it's really good. Is it a game that, like, they'll patch? I mean, like, what game doesn't get patches now? They already released the first patch. Reviews for Oblivion Remastered have gone from like overwhelmingly positive to pretty negative. Um, People are complaining that it's like really buggy for them now. Ironically, after they rolled out these changes, I think it's a little bit more playable for me. So and now it's like everyone else can't play it, but I can, instead of the opposite, which is what it was when it released. I mean, like, I think it still crashes, but it's crashed a lot less. Oh, there's a soul gem spawn here, but I don't see anything. Tracker. Trackers. Wonder if I'll be able to get anyone for this. So, Zos, if you're listening to me, Zos, I'd like to ask you that if you ever release an expansion that's like 2 different zones that are supposed to be connected in the form of dailies or whatever, please find a way to have cross chat for both of those zones. You know, like if we had cross chat for Blackreach and Western Skyrim, and we had cross chat for Telvanni Peninsula and Apocrypha, it would be way better. Way better. I'm gonna sound stupid. That's not how it works for Amanos, right? I think Amanos is the same chat. Can't wait for Oblivion Remastered. But like, as soon as the Chainmaker spawns, and I ask people for help, like, I don't think really anyone's going to be noticing, because like a lot of people are probably going to be at Apocrypha. Apocrypha has more content. There's probably going to be more people there. There's more quests. There's more delves. It just. I mean, yeah, you could use the group finder for it, but I don't think anyone's thinking about that. People use the group finder for trials and stuff. It's like Infinite Archive, you know, zone-related stuff. Nothing. Nothing on a Friday night. Wait, what? Nothing for trials either? Okay, what? There's no way. Where is everybody? What? What? Okay, I don't believe that. What kind of bullshit? Well. They did a preview for all the stuff coming out in Q4. I did not watch it because I don't want any spoilers. I think PTS is also up, but I don't do PTS. I don't know if they've like wait, hold on, who's that? Oh, that's just that's one of the sirens. I don't know if they released anything about like a test for the Writhing Wall event. Like, does anyone know what that's going to be like? I'm kind of hoping that like they have a cutscene when the wall goes down. It'd be kind of cool if they like dropped an in-game, classic, high-quality Elder Scrolls Online cutscene. Because this is the year. This is like what probably gonna be the only year we. I think there's some early years we didn't get them. But like, we've been getting them for a while. We at least got one for Gold Road, you know? Got one for Necrom, one for Gold Road. We had... I think we had 2 for High Isle? Either that, or... Yeah, we had 2. We had, like, the teaser, which was really cool. And the main one. Elsewhere was spoiled. Elsewhere we got like 3 huge cutscenes, you know. One of them was even a spoiler. So, I guess technically all of them were in a way, but I somehow did. I guess I didn't see the last one, even though they, like, the last one ended by letting everyone know that we were going to Skyrim next. You know, they were literally like, now that this is over, we're going to Skyrim. They announced that at the Game Awards, because they showed, like, you know, the shot from Skyrim. So that was interesting. I watched the Game Awards, but I don't recall seeing the spoiler cutscene. I recall seeing the Skyrim part, but I don't recall seeing anything else, and that is so weird. I don't know why. I remember seeing the Skyrim thing and being like, okay, so Skyrim's next. I don't know. Maybe I just saw like a shot someone posted of the Skyrim. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going to Skyrim next. By the way, I do personally think that it's likely that whenever the next Elder Scrolls Online DLC drops, whenever that's going to be, I mean, like, not including Solstice, I think that we might be looking at Skyrim. I'm not looking at any inside information or nothing. I just think that it feels right. I don't like insider info. Have you guys seen the recent Viva La Dirt League videos that are like, it's like a story arc about like the one role-playing character, you know, who's playing Skycraft, like Fireheart, and he's like everything that he does is role play, right? He just does nothing but role play. That's like his whole thing. You cannot get him to break role play, and then like he's trying to make friends with like a sweaty like end gamer or whatever, like who doesn't care about like the lore or anything like that. And it is so funny from my perspective. And yeah, so it's fun to watch, but like part of me is like, I don't think I can think of a single person that plays a game 100% in roleplay. I mean, like I get it. Like roleplay is my character, especially in my head, you know, especially with decisions that I make and whatnot. But like, have you ever met anyone that 100% roleplays their character and never breaks? Because that just seems impossible to do. Are they distracted? Oh my god, are they fighting like a herald? Oh yeah, so I even made today, you know, I always do a freaking Friday post. I made today Fortress of Ice Friday, which kind of weaves back into my idea of Skyrim happening at least soon in ESO again. I feel like it's been long enough. Um, so I think that we would be getting Winterhold and we'd be getting Windhelm. So that's kind of my idea. Maybe they could like have something that separates the two, or they would just release it as a huge zone. I don't really know at this point. But I think that it'd be really cool because again, Winterhold being intact would be a huge selling point, and keeping it like to the end of the year would be, I think, the best. Like keep everyone at the edge of their seat, right? You basically, it's just, I mean, it's brilliant in my opinion because you would sell a bunch of it because it would be like, hey, do you like Riverwood? Do you like maybe Helgen? And do you like Whiterun? And everyone's like, hey, let's like Skyrim. I played that 15 years ago, you know, when it came out, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see it in ESO, and that's a huge. That's a good selling point. And then you can say like, stick around if you buy the season. The end of the year has Winterhold, you know, and all that stuff. So I think that that would be cool, but also on top of that, I think that it would be cool if over by Winterhold, they would have Shalador's Fortress of Ice, because that is a location you go to in the Elder Scrolls Arena, the very first Elder Scrolls game, and Shalador mentions the location in ESO. If I recall correctly, he does mention his ice fortress. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's not around at the time of Skyrim. I guess technically they could probably like make the entrance underground or something. That could work, and you could explain that's why you don't see it in Skyrim is because you just the opening was covered up or some shit. You know, do that. But I think like that would be a great public dungeon or something. Maybe even a trial, Fortress of Ice or something. That sounds awesome. But like, there's no way they can't do that, right?
About my adventures. I have a lot of stories, but my hand cramps after the first few lines of writing, and I usually get hungry or bored and abandon the project altogether.
Hungry or bored. Okay, I'm trying to get more people. Please do not abandon me, Argonian buddy. Oh my god. My friend End is online and has joined my group. What? What are the odds? I think we could probably do this with 3. So yeah, I want to see the Fortress of Ice, and I want to see Winterhold. Both those things would be, like, so exciting. And also, I feel like if they wanted to copy the, like, summer release against the like, fall-winter release, I think it would be perfect, right? Because that's, like, lining up with the colder months. I just think it's such a... I think it would be an amazing idea. Now, again, I don't even know if we're getting a zone next year because they keep calling this year a transitional year, which always seems to kind of put me off. Because, like, I don't really know what they mean by that. I mean, yeah, technically, yes, this is a year where we're going into a transitional format, but, like, how will it be different? I'm going to assume that's going to be different in the form of we're going to be probably getting less dungeons, maybe. We might be getting, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But I do not think that you should look at this year and think that that's just how it's going to be every year. I mean, it might be, but I don't find it likely. Speaking of VR, the Dinosaur streaming service prehistoric domain has VR experiences. I wonder if my brother knows about that. He's not stopping. Nice. Kick the dirt. You got jump scared by a raptor on it? Have you seen that clip of me getting jump scared in VR? I'm sure it's really easy to get jump scared in VR. I mean, I've even jump scared myself in VR. You know, like if you've ever been to like a VR chat world where you like turn on a mirror, and then you just don't know where the mirror is. Like you press like the mirror button, and you're like looking around. Where's the mirror? Where's the mirror? And then like you find it, and it's like right in front of your face, and suddenly you see yourself. And it's like, holy shit! Oh wait, that's me. Okay, we're gonna do a Nimic. What a day to celebrate the Hidden Kindred crates. You know, doing this Necrom stuff. My favorite Nimic is definitely the Nightmare one. I do need to collect some, unless people already have, like, ink or whatever. I don't... I'm gonna need to collect some. I feel like Bastion Mimics are probably the most unappreciated world event. And I think that's actually 100%. 100%. The most unappreciated world event, and that it's not. I think they're great. I think they are like fantastic. The only reason why they're done very little is because they're group content, and people are like, oh, I don't have a group, and I don't want to get a group, so they don't do it. This was ZOS really trying to like delve into different stuff, and I'm happy they did because I really like the concept of Mimics, and I think that people should be doing them more. It was literally like ZOS going, here's some harder content because people, you know, are always complaining about content being too easy in the overworld. And I think I think they did it really well. It's just that they can't please everyone. There's always going to be the majority of the gaming, like, populace that doesn't want to have to group up with people to do stuff. And so you run into a really big problem where it's like, well, if we make everything really, really hard, then so many people can't do anything. And then if we make it too easy, then people who want hard content get bored. Maybe it would have been better to have world events of like varying degrees of difficulty, right? Like have like an easy version of the world event, and then have harder and harder versions of the same world event, like so that, and maybe have indicators so that people know which one's harder and which one's harder. So you'd say, hey, you guys want to do Glass Crag, and everyone goes, oh yeah, that's the easy one. We'll do that. In fact, you don't even need a group to do that. Or then maybe like Fungal Downs. It's like, ah, shit, that's a hard one. We need to get a group for that one. I just think that might be a better way to go about it. And then maybe have like 3 different kinds of difficulty, and then have two of each kind, right? That way you get like 6 world events strewed about the area. 2 easies, 2 mediums, 2 hards. It's my non-video game dev opinion. But yeah, you would have to communicate the difficulty through some method. That's a good question. I wonder if ESO needs more hard content, right? Because, like, if I was someone that did trials a lot, I wouldn't... I don't know if I would be satisfied. I mean, I do trials a lot, but if I was the kind of guy that, like, only likes to do trials, there is not too many of those. I mean, the ones that we have are amazing, obviously. Not too many of those. So I'm wondering, like... I mean, you look at WoW, or look at all the raids that are in WoW.
Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Okay, so we had to go up here. I mean, that's why I've been kind of thinking, like, it would be interesting if there was a season of ESO that, like, gave us a small zone and then, like 2 or 3 trials. That'd be an interesting thing. I don't know if I would prefer that, because that would be a lot less content for me and my family to do. But, you know. I just think I prefer this slowly dripping content thing that we're getting from ESO. I used to think the idea was fine. I used to be like, yeah, it's an okay idea. As long as we get content, I'm cool. And now I'm thinking, like, not only is it okay, but I'm wondering if I prefer it. Wait, I think Strix is Nightmare. I think we're doing Nightmare. Are we doing Nightmare? I think Strix is the Nightmare. Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare. Fuck yeah. This is my favorite. I don't really talk about it a lot, but Vermina is one of my favorite Daedric princes. I would probably put, like, Meridia at the top, and then Hermaeus Mora, and then Vermina. Maybe Vermina before Mora? I don't really know yet. But, I think, like, if we got a whole year just for Vermina, I would go nuts. And she's not, like, as, like, developed as a lot of Daedric princes that we have. So I think that having more Vermina stuff would be amazing. So basically what ESO is doing here is really adding a lot more Vermina content, and Vermina is one half of the Hidden Kindred, which is what the new crates are styled after. So I'm sure there's a lot of Vermina stuff in there. Vermina didn't really have an established, like, aesthetic necessarily before ESO. There's a what? There's a secret boss? I didn't know that. Clayfears do like the raptor cough. Alright, well, and can let me know about the secret boss. Find the normal hungers and get the synergies and break the orb. Oh wait, that sounds familiar. Like, I recall, like, the Periite one. So yeah, ESO had to completely design a lot of stuff for Vermina from scratch. She is the Daedric Prince of dreams, you know, and of nightmares. So what they did was, obviously they've got these really creepy, like, bodies, right, coming out of these rock formations. But what I also noticed is that they really leaned into making these rock formations, like, full of holes. And I'm not, like, trypophobic or anything, but it's really creeping me out. And I think I figured out why all the holes started to creep me out. And it's because it's like it preys on the brain's desire to see faces in everything. Like, I see a bunch of holes and my brain sees faces, but there's not faces, there's just holes. And I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but I think that's just perfect for Vaermina, you know, being all about fears of the mind. Hold on, ends over here. Look at all these, like, now these are actual faces. You know, you can clearly see faces in these. They're just so scary. I mean, like, look at this guy. This guy's got, like, a blindfold. Another key part of the Vaermina aesthetic is, her mask shape. It's kind of a V, honestly. It's like a V shape. You can see her mask shape a lot in a lot of different Vaermina-related things, like the Mind Terrors and a lot of style pieces. Like, just look at the Hidden Kindred like style, and you can clearly see her same helmet vibe. And to be fair, it's a cool helmet. Scary floating book. Okay, so let me kill, and then I grab the synergies. Whoa! Whoa, what do I do? What do I do with this? What do I do with this? Do I just get like a buff? I'm all purple. Is it just, does it wear off? Should be a purple orb in a pillar you gotta destroy. Okay, that is something I can do. Okay, purple orb at a pillar, purple orb at a pillar. Purple orb, I mean there's a purple orb over there, and there's a purple orb over here. No. 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 Okay, apparently only I can see it. Look for purple orb. Here's a purple orb. There's a lot of purple orbs. Everything here is purple. Why can't I do a simple thing like destroy purple orb? There. Okay. All right. Well, it's not here. That's not right. It should probably be around the nightmare. No. 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 How about this one? No. Okay. There's a tongue of flame. I can see that with my eyeballs. Do I just carry this with me? Do we all destroy like the orbs at the same time? Ah, fuck. Wait. No. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I'm missing. They look like these. Why can't I go like 5 seconds without... Okay, alright. They look like that. They just look like... They don't look like the... These things. They look like... These, kinda. Maybe it's over here. He can watch my stream if he doesn't believe me. Fuck, come on. Are you shitting me? I'm ruining this. I don't, it's just not here. It's just not anywhere. Okay, and found one. But how do you find one? You can't see them unless you're purple. Oh, there we go. Okay. I guess he found one. I swear to God, there was nothing there. My fault for taking forever to find the orb. Next time? What's next time with a Bastion Mimic? Like, I guess I'll try. I mean, like, I probably haven't been here in a year, you know? At least not in this section. Okay. I mean, this boss is pretty tanky, so it's probably a good thing that we're just gonna go ahead and get it finished. Oh, he was pretty tanky before subclassing, so, huh. Let's see how he is after. I believe, like, he keeps, like, coming back or something after death. I forget. It does get a little bit annoying. Okay, he gets duplicates. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. But I'm taking a lot of damage, so I'm going to keep putting out Restore. Oh, hold on. I also got to keep my banner up. Creepy mind terrors. They're some of my favorite Daedra, though. I think they really did a good job with the Vermina things. I think they did Vermina justice. They didn't slack off when it came to putting together her motif. Really good design work. Ah, fuck. Shadeway. That was, I walked in front of it, I guess. Shade away. Shade away. Come on, let's go beat up Harold. He's just standing there menacingly. I love these guys so much. I mean, definitely my favorite Daedra design. No question. I think that it really just has it all. Like, I've got, oh my god, he does go down so much faster. What the fuck? Wait, no. He comes back, doesn't he? He comes back. He dies, and then he comes back. So yeah, they've really got it all, because honestly, I've got some crazy theories about walking nightmares. Or, sorry, they're called mind terrors. I've got a deep lore theory for them. They've got these crazy cool movements that make them very unsettling to watch. They are related to Vermina, so bonus points. They really just got a lot going for them. I think it's definitely like ESO's best like creature design. This year we got Maldrits, which are a new type of Daedra. They're kind of like, they look like if Molag Bal corrupted Minotaurs, which honestly might be what he did, along with what he did with Titans and Dragons. So Maldrits are really cool, and I'm into those. I'm definitely hoping we see more of them later on this year. I think it's a very high chance. They're the ones with like the goat features. Bipedal. They got like the axe. I think Zasa's really good at designing Daedra. Come on, Harold. There he goes. Leave Bastion Nimic. Shade away. Shade away. The designs are really good. I mean, like for Apocrypha 2, Dark Metal Cubes, is that part? Yeah, that might be part of this thing that they were talking about. I'm definitely gonna learn that.
Magic Castle ready for business.
Duality, Kumaratong, Mother Morrowind Meditation Beads. Mother Morrowind Meditation. There we go. Alright, what do the cubes go to? Okay, it's a music box. Honestly, I'm just missing so many of these leads. That's something to do. Mountain Dew!
Good eye. I didn't even see that moonstone at first.
Okay, so I've got, that's all three, right? And a new lead, so all three, gotta turn them in. I've had that thing in my my quest log for a while, haven't I? I really want Zos to go about doing more Morrowind, like, I'm not like Morrowind with something else. I mean, obviously I really like Necrom, but I just want them to just go straight forward to Morrowind. Just do only Morrowind. I think that they have it in them. I feel like, you know, Apocrypha took a lot of their attention that I felt like... Because, I mean, they did such a good job with Necrom. I mean, if you've been watching for a while, you know that I love the city.
I'm afraid
I mean, everything about the city is good.
Excellent. Emmaus Moore, if you're willing to work, I'm ready to hire.
It's got the tall white towers that are mentioned in the, I think the Pocket Guide to the Empire many years ago. Hold on. It's got, like, a good format. The music's amazing. So essentially, I want them to take, like, the creative energy they had when they made the stuff for Necrom, like, Morrowind-wise, and put it into like a bigger section, you know. Firewatch, you know, more Telvanni stuff north of the peninsula. I mean, maybe you could just call it the Northern Telvanni Peninsula. I don't know. Blacklight would also be amazing. Blacklight I would prefer, honestly. But I think Zos can be pretty good at Morrowind. I just want them to put their all into it. Because Morrowind's the hardest stuff to do. In my opinion. At least some of the hardest stuff to do. Because with Morrowind, you've got this aesthetic that you have to cover. And it can be kind of easy to miss. Dunmer stuff is the most unique in the Elder Scrolls. I don't think I'm really alone in saying that. It's the most, like, alien. And, I mean, you definitely... It's not, like, without its inspirations. There's obviously some inspirations you can find in Dunmer stuff. I think, like, what, Sumerian would be kind of the vibe. But it definitely has this weirdness to it that is very specific. And I feel like you got it with Necrom, but it was very surface level. I felt like if everything was about the Dunmer, then they could do such a good job. And I know they did, you know, Morrowind as an expansion, but Morrowind as an expansion was going off of, you know, the game Morrowind. So it's a little bit different in that way. I am always a fan of seeing what Zos can do when they're starting from scratch, right? Maybe with a little bit of instruction, but, you know, either very little instruction or no instruction at all. That's what I love seeing from Zos, because it's really like the fundamental drive for the Elder Scrolls that you're just seeing in the forefront. Like, nostalgia is good and all, but at a certain point you're like, you want to have that experience that you have when you started playing Morrowind or Skyrim, and it's like, oh, this place is new and exciting and all that stuff. I prefer that over nostalgia any day, really. High Isle was another thing that they did from scratch. Really, all they had for High Isle was just the sisters were a concept. Dark metal cubes. Reginus Buca. A giant's handful of metal cubes, all the same size. What purpose do these serve? And yes, they're crafted from wisp metal. Ooh, what's wisp metal? Are these cubes used in some sort of apocryphal game that serves as a more play when not finding obscure lore? Do you guys remember the Doctor Who episode, The Power of Three, I want to say it was an episode that probably came out in 2013. I could be wrong. 2013 sounds right to me. It's either 2013 or 14 is when The Power of Three came out. And it was in season 7. It was in like the first half of 7. Ooh, hey! Nice. And a lot of people don't like the episode's like ending, which I guess was kind of rushed. But the concept of the episode is pretty fun, because what it is like humanity wakes up, you know, like everyone just kind of wakes up, and suddenly the entire Earth is covered in random black cubes, and like they're just like, they're not really put in any particular order, they're just kind of like strewn everywhere. So people just leave their houses and find them strewn about all over like the countryside, in the middle of roads, just these black cubes. And they're probably like the size of your palm, you know? You could like hold one in your palm. And they have no defining features at all. Just a black cube. And so obviously Earth is like going nuts over these cubes and thinking like, what is this? Is this an invasion? Is it an advertising statement by a weird company? What's going on? And like the military is on it. The like units doing all these scientific tests on the cubes to try to figure out what they are made of and what they do, and they literally can't find anything. They're like, these cubes are indestructible, and we can't figure out what they're made of. And so basically at a certain point, everyone just kind of like hits a roadblock, and they can't do anything about the cubes. It's just kind of like the cubes have been around at that point for like months, and they haven't done anything. And then more and more time goes by, and, you know, the government can't do anything about the cubes because there's literally just so many, and no one even really cares. And then humanity just becomes 100% apathetic to these cubes, and they're using them as paperweights, they're using them to, like, you know, just building blocks, whatever. And then at a certain point, when humanity has gotten so comfortable with the cubes, they've brought them into their homes, and they're all living among them. You're literally not away from a cube at any point. The, like, alien race that scattered them, I think, like, triggers... They triggered something to do with them, and then they would, like, stop people's hearts. So, like, they made sure that everyone would get so apathetic about these cubes that you wouldn't mind being anywhere near them, and then at that point, they could just stop your hearts. I'm pretty sure within the final section of this invasion, the cubes would begin to do random things that would get people's attention. So, like, they would do curious things, play music or something, and then people would be like, oh shit, it's playing music. And then suddenly, boom, your heart stops. Now, obviously the doctor does some doctor thing and ends up starting people's hearts back up. But that's what I remember. It's been so long. God, it's been like probably over a decade since I've seen it. But it stuck with me. Anytime, and literally, I found the concept of the episode so intriguing to me that I literally like got a Stress Toy cube, and I was like, I'm gonna paint this fucker black. And so I painted it black, and I still have it somewhere to this day. I think it's like on my desk behind me. It's been so long. What was it? Hitting Kindred's Conquered belts. Okay, I do not have those. You see, kind of Vermina in design. Slender but strong, a belt of thick leather guards a fighter's waist while supporting pouches, scabbards, or loops for whatever weapons they need. A buckle of green dyed steel is embossed with a symbol of the hidden kindred.
Do you ever get scared?
Yes.
Actually, that's a dumb question. Don't answer that. You always seem so fearless. I've never met anyone like you. You know it's fine to be scared sometimes, right?
Oh, fuck, I'm scared all the time. Like, I just had to have my tooth removed. That's scary. You have 2 Stress Toy cubes on your desk. Well, I used to have a lot of Stress Toys. I mean, I had fidget spinners. I had a Stress Toy that was full of gel that you would put in the freezer, so that when you put it in the freezer, the gel would freeze and it would be like insanely hard, like insanely hard. It would be like a rock, and then you would like squeeze it through the day. I had, you know, stress. Too real, kitty cat. Let's keep it a little fantasy. All right, let's keep it a little fantasy. It's Deadkeeper gloves, right? Okay, I do not have these. Look at that! These are really good. Like the leather, that dyes really well. Gloves. Our orders, gloves, and gauntlets are fingerless. The better to allow our keepers to better commune with the stonework and ashes of our peoples. This does create challenges from a standpoint of protection, so that any blood or any other damage must be promptly dealt with before the Ichor sets in place. Huh. Why am I over here again? Why did I wander? Oh, that's right. I did the antiquity. Yeah. I've seen like a lot of Doctor Who, but not like not as much as some people. I started with 11, which at this point was almost 15 years ago. No, it was 15 years ago. But I think I took like a year to get in. Maybe like 2 years after he showed up.
Something with magic-y?
I don't know if I've mentioned this much, but I actually have a full 11th Doctor cosplay. Like, I think the only thing it's missing is a watch, and a lot of people don't even know that he has a watch. But I have a full 11th Doctor cosplay. And it's not like a cosplay that you buy, you know? The only thing in it that's actually like supposed to be Doctor Who, like straight from the BBC product line or whatever. I have a bow tie and I have a fez. And I have his sonic screwdriver. So those things are officially sourced from the BBC, you know, they're an actual franchise product, but the rest of the cosplay is actually just like completely sourced from various other sources. Like I went to a thrift store and found a bunch of stuff, and literally like I have these like black pants that are perfect, and I found a tweed jacket. And I got suspenders too. The suspenders I'm pretty sure are they're not BBC either. They're just from Walmart or something. So I got those. And I just wear a dress shirt, you know? And then like the tweed jacket I think is what I'm most proud of. Because that tweed jacket it's just like, I mean, it feels really good. Like we don't wear tweed anymore, but like it feels good. Like the inside of it is really nice, and the outside is just a really unique texture. But yeah, I found that at a thrift store. Thrift stores are amazing. You can find so much good stuff there for like really cheap. So I'm very, very proud of that cosplay. I have a picture of it I could show you, but like, it's really old. I mean, it's probably like 11 years old at this point. I don't know if I have any updated pictures. I also did a 12th Doctor cosplay, which I feel like matches better with how I look physically. I think I can pull off a Capaldi look better than I can pull off a Matt Smith, just because I look a little bit more like him. So I feel like that worked out well. I went with like a season season 9 12th Doctor kind of a vibe. And I think that went pretty okay. It's really easy to do that, to be honest. Because he dresses a lot more relaxed in season 9. And I got like a hair coloring spray. I colored my hair gray. Now, I actually own, I own a 13th Doctor shirt, but nothing else. I do really like her jacket. I like 13's jacket a lot. It looks very, very comfortable. But 13's really hard to pull off because, like, she's got such specific stuff. Like, you're not going to find that jacket at a thrift store. That's the type of jacket that you literally have to get straight from, you know, the BBC if they're still selling it. Or maybe like an Etsy or something. I've clearly regenerated as a dragon from Texas. Yes, Time Lords can just do that. Hold on, give me a second. I keep spilling stuff on myself. It's more like what I was eating just like fell apart. It was not supposed to do that. Finding a cosplay for 15 it's way easier. I'm sure. Like, finding a cosplay for 15, you could probably do that really well at a thrift store. He's got so many different outfits that I think a thrift store visit would probably serve you well. I always thought, I mean, I'm a bit biased, but I always thought it would be interesting if they did... Sorry, that was my telegram. I thought that'd be really interesting if they did a version of the Doctor that just went all out space wizard. Like, I'm being completely serious. You give him like a wizard hat and wizard robes and like make his TARDIS look like a sci-fi fantasy vibe. You got like books everywhere and like you got like holograms that look like runes. I think it'd be very unique. I mean, you'd get like a very iconic vibe from that kind of Doctor, and like have his sonic screwdriver kind of look sort of like a wand. Don't go too far into it where you lose the vibe, but go decently into it so people know what you're going for. I feel like that would work. Make him a space wizard. Plus, River even has a comment about how good wizards and fairy tales always end up being him. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, I mean, like, I think that like we need another woman doctor. I feel like that would be pretty sweet. Here's the thing, like, I don't dislike 13. Like I said, I've got 13's shirt. Do I think that 13 seasons are the worst Doctor Who has been in a while? Yes, I do. I mean, it's just there's so many things to say about those seasons. None of them have to do with Jodie Whittaker at all, and I feel like it's a very popular opinion. To just say like it's not her fault, so it sounds a little bit, what's the word, trite, I guess. It sounds redundant. But I literally think that, like, I mean, she could have done it. Honestly, you know, I feel like it's an insult. It was an insult. She deserved way better than any of that. But the thing is, though, is that when they moved on from doing the 12th Doctor and they moved on to 13, a lot of stuff changed. Not just who was the Doctor, but they lost their main writers, they lost their composer, they lost a lot of stuff that they just jumped back into when 13 ended because they were like, fuck, we're losing, this is not good. So they had to rehire everybody again. And it's just not fair that Jodie got that, like, span of time. And I think those are on COVID too, right? It just sucks. The seasons got progressively better, if you ask me. I feel like there were some episodes that I really did enjoy. Like, It Takes You Away, I feel like was one of the, definitely my favorite episode of her run. I feel like she got better episodes as time went on, but I felt like a lot of the things that they were weak with, they just kept being weak with. I'm not even really talking about, like, the Timeless Child stuff, which everyone got really up in arms about, because that's a whole other topic. I mean, it's not really, but it's not the main complaint I had. I feel like the companions could have been more interesting. Music could have been better. Obviously, the plots could have been better. I literally want them to bring 13 back for something. Like, bring her back for something, because she deserves, like, a Moffat treatment.
Look at us, off on an adventure.
I'm the kind of guy that prefers Moffat over RTD, I guess. I mean, like, I like them both, but I like Moffat better. Oh my god! I finally got it! I finally got the Herald and Hammer Mining. What are the odds? This is a drop that you can get. The Nords of Ferelden started using their martial hammers for mining after a bloody skirmish involving miners and Reachfolk. Vowing to never again be caught flat-footed, they perfected this method over time and shared it with the Nords throughout Skyrim. So yeah, this is a special animation. Now, it's more like a special model you can use. I am not going to be trading it out
This doesn't concern you.
on clouds, obviously.
Quickly, please untie
Bet
me.
they weren't expecting that.
They captured me and were taking me to Fort Colombia. Thank you.
It's just a gang who likes to dress up as soldiers because they used to be soldiers. Yeah, I mean, like, the weaknesses that Stephen Moffat has writing Doctor Who is mainly, I mean, like, he seems to get, he gets pacing decent, his writing is very snappy, maybe he gets a bit samey in places, like, he needs to kind of learn to go off the path and try some different vibes with his dialogue, because sometimes you hear a quote and you're like, okay, well, which Doctor said that? Because I think he kind of just gets in the mindset of the Doctor, and sometimes they can sound a little bit samey, but I think he's still good at it. But his main weakness is that he just can't seem to avoid making some of his scripts oddly suggestive. I don't know why. It's like I'm hearing a script and I'm like, yeah, that's a Moffat thing, all right. I don't know why that's there, but that's a Moffat thing. RTG doesn't really do that, but also Moffat just seems to be more well-rounded. Plus, Moffat wrote Heaven Sent and Hellbent, right? I mean, like, say what you will about Hellbent, but Heaven Sent is viewed as the best Doctor Who episode of all time. They did a poll. Now, Heaven Sent is the penultimate episode of season 9. And season 9 was 12th Doctor, right? So at this point, I remember when Matt Smith left, Doctor Who kind of took a tumble. Like, no one really was into Doctor Who as much when 12 showed up. I was in a lot of fandom places online, and no one was really talking about the new episodes, and it wasn't like a vibe of this is bad as much as it was a vibe of lack of interest, you know? Meanwhile, I was really enjoying them a lot. And I'm thinking, like, why isn't anyone talking about this? So, when the season 9 finale started happening, and Heaven Sent came out, I remember watching it and thinking, like, this is insane. Like, this is some of the best TV I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is really good. And I'm thinking, no one's talking about this. I couldn't really find anyone really talking about it. Maybe I should have been looking more. So that's why it shocks me that people see it like I see it now. I guess maybe people just weren't vocal about it, but man, it's just my favorite. It's I've got to say, like, maybe there's an episode I view as like my favorite above it because of like bias. Like, I might choose The Big Bang over it because I'm a little bit biased for that. But in terms of like best Doctor Who, I've got to say it's probably the best episode there ever was. I mean, like, the show had been running for over 50 years at the time this episode came out. And that's quite a feat. I can't really describe what the episode is about because you need the context of everything. But it's really good. And for those that do know what the episode is about, I've been thinking about it ever since they announced the Writhing Wall event, you know? I've just been waiting to make a post.
Come, little ones. Whisper to me the secrets of the green.
So after a bunch of time went by, 12 was seen as like the end of Doctor Who, pretty much. Like, not like it ended with him, but more like it ended when he left, you know? I definitely think that if Doctor Who, like, ended as a whole during, like, at the end of 12's run, I think that would have been good. I think it would have been okay. I would have been sad there wasn't more, but, like, if you were going to pick an ending, I think that would have been a good one. Especially since everything really did dip in quality a lot after his episodes. And it definitely makes me glad to see that he was, you know, not really, people were very skeptical at the very beginning about how good he would be. And I was just ready for my first regeneration. I mean, like, I wasn't ready to let go of 11 at all. But I was ready to have a new Doctor. Like, I was ready to feel that feeling that everyone had already known. Turns out it really hurts. I liked 11 so much that I remember the day... No. I remember the moment I learned that he was going to be leaving the show. And I remember watching him leave the show. You know, you're watching, your heart is pounding, and you're taking in every detail. I mean, really, what an ingenious way to keep a show going by just saying that the main lead just continuously regenerates their body. I mean, that is just like, that idea saved the show. You could have it go on and on and on. It's probably one of the best ideas ever in the history of television because of how it just, like, keeps the show going. And then they put a regeneration limit on the character. Why did they do that? Like, you have this great concept, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna put a cap on it. Obviously, though, the kind of show that Doctor Who is, rules are meant to be broken. So, the cap did not get in their way. So basically, the 12th Doctor is essentially the first Doctor in a new regeneration line. In fact, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have a cap at this point. But basically, the 11th Doctor was supposed to be the last incarnation, according to, like, the limits of Time Lord biology. But, like I said, stuff happens. So essentially, 12 was just, like, a new set of regenerations, and I don't even know how many they've got at this point. But he was essentially, like, the first Doctor 2.0. So that's why I think having him be kind of grumpy a little bit was very charming. Also, for those that don't know, Capaldi, who plays the 12th Doctor, is a huge Doctor Who fan. Like he was you know he would head the fan club for Doctor Who in his school. He was like me with the Elder Scrolls, but for Doctor Who, and then he ends up getting to play not just the Doctor, but like so many people's favorite Doctor, especially when people were so judgmental at the start. I mean, David Tennant too, obviously. David Tennant was also a big fan. I think they like to hire fans. I did stop. Wait, hold on. No! Oh, she's vanished.
And a bit whoopsie.
She has completely vanished. I was gonna turn around and talk to her. She went the way of the Dwemer.
Look at that. Off on
Oh, also, for those that don't know, Matt Smith, who plays the 11th Doctor, has been confirmed to be playing, I believe, a main villain role in the Star Wars Starfighter movie that's gonna be coming out. And Matt loves playing villains. I don't know why. He just seems to really like it. It's kind of hit and miss for him. You know, like he managed to get a part in Morbius, if we saw how that went. But I think he just really likes playing villains, and there was a rumor, I don't know if it was 100% confirmed, that he was going to be playing like a younger Palpatine in episode 9, but that got scrapped. So, I mean, that would have been cool, though. That would have been really cool. So, to see him potentially get that second chance and still be in a Star Wars film, I like that a lot. I can definitely see him being like a Moff of some kind, put him in a fancy outfit. You know, he's already British, so whatever. I think he could really fit into Star Wars. David Tennant's already in Star Wars. Tom Baker was in Star Wars. I can't think of any other Doctor that was in Star Wars. Okay. So, I said I was going to be doing readings for the Crown Crates. And I should probably do that. So I also said that I was going to do an unboxing today, but that might have to wait until tomorrow? Actually, I don't know. Because tomorrow we're probably going to Baldur's Gate. I don't know. Maybe I'll fit it in. Okay. So, crates. Also, Panther Fang is up. Hidden Kindred. So, for those that don't know, Hidden Kindred is the alliance between Peryite and Vermina, where they teamed up to try to find a secret that Hermaeus Mora did not want them to know. So, we're going to start... Let's go ahead and just start here. Ceremonial Peryite Skeever Steak. Lovely. Oh, it's... Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent model. Look at those skeevers. And you can see, like, the dragon wing sort of aesthetic on the base here. An Equina Ginger Cat. This adorable ginger cat has more purrs than you can count. He longs to be out and about, whether it's on an adventure or watching you craft potential kitty toys. Can you craft cat toys? Can you, like, craft balls of yarn? Oswala Scorpion. If your horse spares a red-tailed scorpion... I'm going to need to move because this grass is getting in the way. If your horse spares a red-tailed scorpion from being crushed underfoot, the scorpion was sent by the first serpent to share your camp, to keep it free from vermin. And the horse can know that? That's from Grandy Yaghub's writing. That name is so familiar to me. Yaghub. What? Why is that familiar? Yaghub. I don't know. Redguard stuff, though. Hold on. Let me move. Okay, this is way better. Okay, Dreamharrow Wasp. Quagmire Wasps. Quagmire is Vermina's realm. Quagmire Wasps build nests with nightmares as Wasps of Nirn build nests with pulp. Distressing. Yet, you may find having one around useful, especially when a Daedric prince seeks to disturb your dream walks. Purple, for those who are fans of purple. Who uses the Grizzly Banekin mummy, which we already have. I don't know where I got it. Complete with wrappings and a creepy mask, the Grizzly Banekin mummy will accompany you on all your journeys, causing boundless horror among all who see it. If you're into that. Night Terrors, body marking. You can see the Vermina shape I was talking about. And here's the snake vibe. She has that a lot. Snakes unwind behind the mask of dreams and slither free in these marks, showing themselves so that onlookers know you serve the Lady of Nightmares. Others who seek secrets locked behind the doors of slumber may gather to learn what you have to teach. Ooh, wow, it like makes my tail all black. Look at that. Ooh, that's weird. Wow. I like the eye in the center. Night Terror's face marking. Ooh. That which freezes others in terror sets you free, my lovely Dreamwalker, especially when treading among your ghastly night terrors. As such, these sinuous marks now grace your body, summoning you to our temple to Daris Vermina, Nightcaller Jezezri. You guys remember the Dream Stride? It's a concept that I think they introduced in Skyrim, and it's the idea of being able to traverse real world distances through dreams. You can essentially like invoke the Dream Stride and cover, and basically like if you move within someone's dream and then the Dream Stride wears off, you will teleport to that point in the real world. It's very interesting. You better hope that person has a coherent dream. Parrot's Fervor body marks. The Prince of Pestilence has writ large upon your skin, acolytes. Skeevers, because they snarl in the face of adversity. A bug to symbolize rotten decay, and Parrot in dragon form to remind you of the glory of our cause. Priest Blaine Brownteeth. Yeah, lovely name. Ooh, wow, that is pretty sweet. These are very ornate. Look at the cute little skeevers. I saw a possum on the way home from work, by the way. He's pretty cute. Parrot's Fervor face marks. Glorious Rot denies the artist a canvas on which to show fealty to Periite. Luckily, these face markings are magically imbued to remain, even if your skin sloughs off? Never know how to say that word. Ugh. Petulant Ponyguar, a colorful little friend, happy to follow you into even the most disease-ridden dens. Many find the smell off-putting, but this true soul of Periite goes snout first into pestilence with a grin. Take him to Orc Rest. In fact, I think that's the backdrop. Quagmire's touch body marks. Oh my god. Dark wisps tease at your skin, tugging, twisting, tormenting. With agonizing tenderness, Vermina's dreams promise you the safety of home while enfolding you within the terror of isolation. These experiences leave marks, as you now know well. Hmm. I like in the center there, you get like, you can, like see your eyes. Quagmire such face marks. Nightmare tendrils caress your skin. They taste the coppery blood tears flowing from your eyes, and they mark you as one who belongs forever to Vermina. It is good color. The blues, the purples, the inky black. Skitterus. These small digit worms may follow visitors around the Deadlands or Apocrypha to appease their curiosity. Some continue to tag along after their chosen mortal on Nirn. These little guys. You've probably seen a lot of these guys in like the Deadlands and stuff. Have we gotten a little one yet? I'm kind of surprised we haven't. I'm pretty sure these are what the terrain walkers are modeled after. Okay, Vermina's Terror style pieces. We have belt. Oh, is that working? No, there we go. Belt. Oh, I can't see it, I guess, because I'm wearing a robe. Breeches. Epaulettes. Yeah, that's how I said it. Gloves. Oh my god. I am getting this. I am getting this. That is just, I am getting this. Just period. I love Vermina's mask so much. Like, I mean, I don't know who I would have wearing it. Maybe I gotta like think of another character that would wear something like this, but I love it. We bought the full set. Ooh, look at Jerkin. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Vermina stuff is ace. Swamp Skeever pup. Of course our Skeever mounts start out as pups. That gives us time to train them properly as Parrot intends. Just try not to cuddle them to death. Got it? Yanagu. E is cute. Blighted Sep Adder. What's worse than a surprise Sep Adder? A surprise Sep Adder blighted by Periite. Unless, question mark, you tame it. Then you've got a friend for life, sure to keep biting insects away. And you don't need to follow Periite to benefit. By Dix, which also sounds like a familiar name to me. Brandish Lantern. Shine light on all that is dark. Wait, do I just kind of stand here with it, or do I put it away? Please tell me I just stand here with it. Yes! Love it. Love it. Oh, that is good. That's gonna be, like, really cool to have, I think, around Witches Festival. Okay, here's a more impressive ceremonial Periite Skeever altar. This would be perfect for spooky stuff. Look at that. I did see these on Twitter. I could not avoid these. The curly tresses. Oh my god. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what to say about this. I guess all I can really say is FWOMF. Hold on, that reminds me. That reminds me. Hold on, let me see. Oh man, if I can find this. Oh my god. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna be doing this. Give me a second. This Argonian Bob Ross just paints some happy little histories. Let me show you guys. I need to show you something. Okay, so there was a time when I had a thwomp myself. This was during COVID, and you know, I wasn't really getting haircuts during COVID, and this is what I look like. I cannot believe how I let my hair get so out of control. Also, check out my Dark Anchor t-shirt. It's ace. But yeah, I had that myself at a certain point. It's so there. It's canon. Alright, I'm putting that away forever now. Hey, I wouldn't mind. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if I did that again. That looks like the picture of a game dev from the 90s. Yeah, this was me making Daggerfall. Totally. I cannot believe. Okay, I'll be honest. That is quite an option. To be honest, though, probably one of the better looking like Argonian styles. Dark Queen's Sight. Varmina gifts her servants with the sight of dark portents. Some claim they see the future with their glowing eyes, but consider that she may just show you what she wants you to see, yes. Maza, Miri's Guide to Dark Spirits. Okay, so it's probably, Maza's probably a Khajiit, and then Miri, since she's like a Daedrologist, she wrote, this is like in her book. That is so weird, like, look at like the dots in front of the eyes. It look like I have 3 eyes. It's so weird. I bite nightmares. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Holy shit. That is creepy. That. Oh my god. Tooth and eye, bone and blood. The Mistress Nightmares combines or switches or transforms all lost in your quagmire deep dream past. If you somehow free yourself from Vermina's grasp, but for too long a nightmare, you remain ever corrupted by her eye bite. Alright, well, okay, that's... That's a nightmare, alright. Mara's Blessed Garland. You see the Mara icons everywhere here. Mara's Disciple Frock. Oh, wow. Sewn by the faithful at the benevolence of Mara, cathedral in the Imperial City. These finely stitched frocks robe Mara's scholar priests in exile, and any new adherents they train to the priesthood. This is really solid. Honestly, like, it's giving me, like, really heavy Skyrim vibes. Maybe it's just because the amulet and, like, the flatness of the robe, I guess, and maybe the color, too. But, yeah. Mara's Glory Wolf Pup. When times are tough and compassion grows thin, Mother Mara graces us with her wolf pups to remind us to be kind. Not nice, mind you. Nice tries to talk away all the bad. Kind recognizes the bad and seeks to end it. Acolyte Elaine. We were talking about the 12th Doctor. Famous 12th Doctor quote, always try to be nice but never fail to be kind. Plague Rot Dragon Imp. Rumor and gossip speculate this imp takes the shape of a miniature green dragon to praise Periite, in praise to Periite, who helped the little beast escape flu-ridden Orc Rest. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe Perryite would, like, have them escape Rimmon so he could have more followers. Danger Prince has always loved followers, and so it's just kind of like, yeah, hey, I'll help you get out of there, and then you're going to worship me by literally changing your shape to look like something that reveres me. I don't know. Skin Skeever Cap. You're not one of us until you hunt down a Skin Skeever for your cap. If you pick up a disease along the way, that's so much the better. Perryite's chosen Two Toes Cadra. Yeah, these names though. Slumber Glow the Great. Cuddle up to your favorite stuffed companion and let it lull you to a safe sleep. I'm gonna need Slumber Glow to help me with these scary Vermina nightmares. I'm just gonna lay right here. I'm just gonna lay right here and sleep. Look at him glow. Does he actually like? He like wards me off from potential nightmares by Vermina. That's pretty neat. Snake sidekick. Never be alone again. The snake friend is here to keep you company. Little less cuddly than a stuffed animal, but still very cute. I did see this on Twitter. I saw this one. This is really neat. I feel like this could be used for, like, some characters could have some really cool interaction with this. I can feel like it could be really fitting. Okay, here's Tentacular Tome, which I do have. If a book sprouts tentacles and flies off, take that as a sign to read another book, or find another book to read. If it's required reading for your education, well, it's fine to say a tome shell at your studies. Won't be the first time. Tino School's student. Tiara of the Nightmare Queen. Nightmare dominates the inner world of Vermina cultists. Be wary, stare too long into the eyes of these devotees, and you may be pulled into a waking dreamscape of your own. Ah, it's so good. Look at that. What a pretty purple. Viper's Strike. Toxic green says danger and ensures only the right kind of people come up to talk to you. In this case, it gives me a mohawk. I prefer the Thwolf, to be fair. Whispers of Fear ear cuff. No mere pretty bauble. This sinister cuff murmurs words into your ear when you have none of your own to share. The question is, will these words allay your fears or nourish them? So is it like a Bluetooth? Do I have like a magical Bluetooth in my ear? Is this kind of like, yeah, tell me what to say. Legendary rewards. Phantasma of Terror. Eyes everywhere. Following my path. Unblinking. In the paving stones. Watching. On my arms. Waiting. The mirror shows me they are me. I am them. What nightmare wrought by Vermina do I now walk within? Torn parchment, being chased by dark winds. That's such a creepy description. Very fascinating, like, on the shoulders there. Look at that. That is wild. That is crazy. My hands are like glowing. Huh. I like it. Vermina Dream Trapper Pillar. Like I said, I love this look. And there's some the damn orb that's making me so mad. Is this what I should have been looking for? Either way, I couldn't find it. But yeah, you can see the Vermina shape here at the top, and you can see it here and here. You can see it kind of repeated several times. Very cool. Vermina Nightmare Sconce. Oh, this is so good. Creepy hands. I love it. Standard house item. Very standard. Every house has this. Dreamcarver style, which you can get in the Necrom chapter. I kind of wish it would say that. Same with Kindred's Conquered. Again, because I just got a piece from earlier. I wish it would say that. I'm pretty sure you can get this in Necrom. I know that you can get... Oh, no, you can get this in Sanity's Edge. So you get these in Sanity's Edge, I think, and you get these in like, Necrom dailies. I really like the light robed version. Did they always have, like, a light robed? Or did it just always say light? I don't know. That might be a new thing. Dark Dream Contagion bow. Dark Dream Contagion Great Sword. It's like the snakes on it. Or it's like a really long dragon. I don't know. I mean, like, with Vermina, she really does love her snakes. And you have the word dream and contagion in these, so it's, like, probably the both of them. Yeah, I mean, you can see the Vermina shape at the end of this mace here. And also at the base, you can see kind of a dragon as well. Yeah, look at that. So this is supposed to be a mix of them both. So this is just classic Hidden Kindred. The staff is pretty good. I like that. Defensive Posture Spellbreaker. Oh, that is awesome. I don't use this spell, but that is a really cool animation. That's a really cool animation. Or rather effect, I guess. Dream Harrow Dancer. Dance begun. Your feet take flight. Vermina sings, you dream of night. The moons shine through your nightmare fate, but newly bound, you see too late. Oh, that is interesting. I mean, look at that. You got like these crescent moon designs. Oh, it almost looks kind of Namira-ish, doesn't it? Huh. I think Khajiit lore connects Namira and Vermina, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Huh. Yeah, the moons shine through your nightmare. So you can clearly see, like, they're discussing the moons here, and you can see, like, it mentions your fate, and you can also see a bunch of, like, thread-like textures, so maybe it's related to that. I don't know. But it definitely seems Khajiit to me. Seems like there'd be like a Khajiit connection. Flurry for Periite, that's pretty cool. Kindred Kinmarcher garb. Really, really neat. Very, very sleek. And hold on, let me... Very cool. Love it. Again, I love it when helmets look like that. Pestilent Guar Mount. The color is so bright, I think Periita doesn't breathe vile fumes. Unless you've fed it fungus. That has the foulest breath ever. So don't feed it fungus. Yamagu's new journal. I do like the scales. It's a very pretty texture. Skeever Swarm Removal. Praise to Periite for sending me this skillful Skeever Swarm. May their teeth find purchase in these runestones to spare my poor, diseased fingers. Dielny, Priest of Periite. Valenwood's Skull Blocks. Joining the celebration by playing this percussion instrument. Beloved across by Wood Elves. More instruments. Here we go. Yeah. Do Wood Elves generally keep them suspended through necromantic magic, or not? Because this seems odd. I'm getting like necromancy vibes from that magic color there. It's very spooky looking. Dreadful Dreams dress. The weaver of dreams walks with me when I don the sophisticated dress. What I see, Vermina sees, and sometimes those she sees through me will experience her dream creations during their next slumber. Night Dancer Leviana. Oh my god. I love half masks. They're just so cool. And look at the hands protruding from the sides. That is so creepy. And like the weird like appendages coming from the back. Fantastic. That is so cool. Dreamwalker's Recall. Oh my god, yes. Reach your destination quickly by walking through your dreams. Or are they actually nightmares? Sent by Vermina. I mean, there's a potential Dream Stride reference. Reach your destination quickly by walking through your dreams. Oh my god. That is nuts. The arms! Ah! Oh my god. Like, I want to make a Vermina, like, related character, like, right now, but... That's definitely an idea for me to save. Like, I'm going to be getting a lot of things probably for a future character, you know? Okay, then we got Hunger. What's for dinner, they ask. Your response? You. I've got my arms still already crossed. And those cross hunger. Honestly, I look, it's like a Kwama Warrior kind of vibe. These are all spooky, very much timely for October coming up. Nightmare Alchemy Scent. Cold alchemists in Remen distill 10 more plants watered from the pits and grown in Dream Stride soil. A few drops from the resulting tincture will, for both Ryder and C, bless their missions for Parite and Vermina. Interesting. Huh. Nightmare Alchemy Elk. Cult priests form a compound with blackwood herbs and bone salvaged from Quagmire in the pits. The glowing solution guides this elk and its rider to prince-favored destinations. So my question is, like, it says Dream Stride soil. Is Dream Stride soil isn't like if you're using the practice of a Dream Stride and you like take soil from a dream, or is that meant to say Quagmire? I don't know. Nightmare Alchemy Theriker. A mix of Skingrad wine, some ashy remnants of Quagmire dreams, and ooze from a Pits-born plague hopper makes for a heady solution. After imbibing, neither rider nor steed can waver from goals set by the Nightmare Queen and Master of Tasks. Oh, Varvark! Oh my god, when was the last time we got a Varvark mount? Have we ever gotten one? Have we ever gotten one? I mean, maybe we have. I don't know. Fungal spores from the Telvanni Peninsula, when placed in a medium of Quagmire soil and mixed with Pit's minerals, grow into a pungent slime. Both rider and beast, after imbibing, travel through a mix of the waking world and dream world. I mean, you do have to, like, imbibe something, don't you, to, like, go to, like, use the Dream Stride, I think? So, like, maybe that's kind of, like, what it's made of. Quagmire soils. I don't know. Because, like, where does the pits come in, really, when it comes to that? I don't know. I love it. Dreadmare of 1,000 Truths. Servants who earn Vermina's trust may be gifted with this loyal Dreadmare. Oh my god, what the heck? What the heck? Their first ride from Quagmire takes them on an eldritch path as the hands of the beast painfully claw out every flaw along the way. Excerpted from the Pass Through the Mire. Oh my god, it's made of fucking hands. What the heck? It's just like, it's a hand horse. Good god. That is so weird. That is so creepy. I love it. It's so... it's like that. It's like that dimension from Doctor Strange or whatever. Like when he's like around all the hands that are grabbing at him. Plaguewater Swamp Skeever. The first time I saw this skeever at my doorstep, I praised Periite, then prostrated myself as the steed warrants. I'd been called into the world from my cave hideaway. Now we share my prince's blessings wherever we travel. Plague Elder Anai No-Nos. No-Nos. Oh, look at its eyes. Pretty. Mara's Glory Wolf. Worshippers on pilgrimage in Mara's name may rarely wake to find one of her favored wolf seeds awaiting them. A not-so-gentle nudge from the Divine Mother. I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, I would literally, like... I literally would be slow, just so that she sends one of these. And nudges me along. Let's see if I actually manage to get a nudge, because I am going to buy a set of 4 of these right now on the spot. That's right, everybody. For me. I do this every time.
Fortune favor you, my friend.
Alright. Hi, Darklight. Alright, so,
An excellent selection. Bright moons, a bonus reward.
what? There's a purple. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Fine,
Got bullets. We got a purple in here. Oh, we got the green hair. The green hair. The one thing that didn't look good on me. All right.
Are you ready to reveal your rewards? You've done well.
Okay, the jerkin. I don't know why it's not letting me open my next 2. Is it gonna do that thing where it opens them for me? Oh, there. Alright. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Alright.
Goodbye.
No! Come back here, Precruity.
Well met. And good
Remember when I was first
fortune.
showing Mommy ESO? Like, I kept accidentally summoning Precruity. Like, I kept pressing the wrong key and bringing him out.
These precious
I did it like
gems can
5
be
times. I was like,
valuable
shit.
rewards.
Sorry.
An excellent selection. A marvelous reward. Haha.
How? This is my 3rd crate. I mean, I get a duplicate? My 3rd crate, I get a duplicate of something that I just got in my last crate. I literally just got the same thing. Okay. Alright.
Select your reward.
Okay, there is going to be a purple.
Your crates are gone, my friend.
Yes.
But there
I
are
know.
always additional crates
No,
available.
what? No.
Until
That's
next
enough,
time.
Precruity. Hold on.
Greetings, my good friend.
Hold on. Okay.
No crate remains.
I know.
Just more
I know, yeah. I never had dad's luck when it came to crates. Alright. I do have Endeavor Seals, and I've got 65 gems now. So, I can pick stuff out. Do I want to pick anything out right now? I don't know. Like something just to kind of kick off the season? There's so many good things here. So many good things. I like these way better than the last crates, to be honest. I find the focus interesting. You know, hitting Kindred and then tossing some Mara into the mix. I like this. This is pretty cool. There's a lot of good things in the Epic. I do really want this hat, obviously. I'm definitely getting this hat. That is something I'm definitely getting eventually. I wish it was 15 and not 16. I could get two things right now. I could get, well, actually, no. I could get both, couldn't I? I could literally just get a couple things, one out of Superior, one out of Epic, if I wanted to. What is that? In Endeavor Seals, it's 2,000 against 1,000. I could just go ahead and use my gems. Endeavors are like my main currency. I always view gems as like my auxiliary. I'm kind of thinking about like, I mean, I might just pick up the helmet first thing. But here's the thing though, if I get more crates, the likelihood of me getting this helmet is pretty high. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have anyone to, like, use it on immediately. Oh, I just noticed I got, like, Rings of Mara on my belt. Right there. I've got some Rings of Mara there. I mean, this is just really smooth. I really like the smoothness of it. I wonder how well it dyes white, you know? This is like the scariest fucking thing they've ever put into the store. It's like the scariest cosmetic in the game. Ugh, so ugh. So no, I might pick up the Mara thing. I really do like the lantern though. The lantern's also pretty cool. Maybe I should start out with the lantern. I don't know. Maybe I should. It seems like a safe purchase. But I'm definitely going to be, like, the things I'm going to be aiming for over the course of the season, I'm going to be getting the Mara's Disciple Frock. I'm going to be getting that Vermina helm. And I wouldn't mind getting maybe a weapon piece here. Dream Harrowed is pretty sweet. This is also really cool. I mean, this is also really neat. So many good things. I mean, this is like probably what, 8,000 seals. I mean, this. Look at the hands that come out of the ground. That's so cool. I mean, like, it's like, I need to make a Vermina focused character, but I've already got another character in mind, but I will be collecting things probably to make one. I mean, these are just like really quality. I talked recently about how ESO's like ESO's boon is that they just need to keep making stuff. Like, they just keep needing to make stuff in the game and also make stuff in the store. So, because of that, they cover, like, all these aspects of the lore that the other games and stuff just don't touch as much, you know? Like, the sheer need for ESO to keep releasing things makes it so that they use literally every bit of Elder Scrolls lore they can is what makes it really great. Whereas, like, if we didn't get ESO and we just got the main games, then it would be like, oh, you'd be waiting until Elder Scrolls 9 before you really touched the intricacies of Argonian lore, right? I mean, think about how Argonians have been treated, like, in the main games. It's like there's nothing. There's nothing. Nothing there. Okay, so I'm probably gonna try to do my unboxing thing because I do have a thing to unbox. I think I might try to do that tomorrow because, like, crate reading today, unboxing tomorrow. And let's see, but I'm trying to think, like, when I would do it, because knowing us, we're probably going to end up doing a little bit of VR chat before ESO again, even though I said that we would stop doing that. Originally I had a plan where we were gonna, like, move VR chat to exclusively only on Sundays. But then I formed a new plan where we would do a quest every week. We would do, like, a little bit on Saturday and then finish it on Sunday. And that seems to be going pretty well. It went pretty well last time. That way I don't have to be so self-conscious. I don't have to be so worried, anxious about, like, if the quest is going to go, like, over time. It's like, oh shit, we can't finish it. So, like, going into it knowing that we would slice it into 2 halves means that we'll probably complete a quest every week, and that's good, because, like, we've been really keeping Solstice going by not doing everything all at once. And the Rising Wall event is in a month. It is a month from now, October 13th, if I recall correctly. So we're on a pretty good pace. We still have a lot of things to do. So, that being said, we're probably going to end up doing VR chat today. So, I am correct? Nice. So I'm trying to think, like, when am I going to do this unboxing? Like, do I do it now? Or do I wait? I do have foods that I'm still eating. You know what? You know what? I can do it. I can do it now. Do I have anything here that I can open a box with? Okay, I do. I have some scissors. Alright, let me... Okay, let me sell. Okay, so I will be back. Give me a bit. And then I will turn my camera on. Hold on. Actually, let me... Yeah. I will just need to... This... Okay. Hold on, let me turn on my lights in the back. Okay, I've got a box here. I'm going to be very careful with the... Let me just... I'm not going to... It already says what it is on the side. So, like, it's not really a surprise to any of my family, unless they didn't read it. Mom didn't seem to know what it was. Okay, but... It's a box. I'm going to try to open it the best I can, and then once I get it open, I'll give you guys a better look. The box is rather large. I don't think the thing is that large, so the box is like incredibly large. I don't know why. Because like this thing should not be that big. Remember to always cut away from you. I tell people this every Christmas. No one listens. Cut away from you. Someone ended up poking themselves if I recall correctly. But cut away from you. Okay. Alright. So now can I... It's literally so big that I can't even reach the camera. Hands! I literally cannot reach the camera. Okay. Okay. Box. You can see a box. Wow, the box inside is also just as large. It's like just as large, and I can't even get it because it is that large. I did not know it was going to be this big. This surprised me. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm like not supposed to get this out. Maybe I'm like supposed to open. That is crazy. Okay. It's not heavy though. It's not heavy. It's not supposed to be. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this on the ground. And then I'm going to like reach in with both hands and then like shake it. Okay. There we go. Alright. You guys ready? Are you ready? In fact, hold on. Let me like open up a folder, something that's like bright white. There we go. There we go. Something so that you can see better. Okay. Let me just turn this around. Okay. Behold. The Athelia statue. The special Gold Road Daedric Prince Athelia statue. Look at the box art for that. Look at this. Look at that. It's so glossy. You can see on the back. Alright, so let me take the box actually and put that away. I literally just don't have much room back here. Okay. Alright, let me move this down a bit more. Okay, we good? How do I get this thing open? Okay, it seems pretty simple even for someone like me. There we go. That's pretty cool. Look at that. So this thing, this was on sale. Like, it used to be like really expensive, and then Untraveled Path on Twitter made a post about them being like on sale. It was like $40, and obviously, like, I had to pay a lot in shipping, so it ended up being more like $60. But still, I'll take it over, you know, everybody. Like the original price was just somewhere in like 130, 140, something like that. But this was like way cheaper, brand new. All right, let me. Do I have to like put her together? No, I probably don't. Okay, certificate of authenticity. Thank you for the certificate of authenticity by Sean Tilton. I don't know the name. Thank you, Sean. Hold on. Pizza roll break. Oh, okay. Who's coming up? Okay, I have to be really careful with this. Black cube. She's in here. This is a little bit different from how her prison looked in lore, but you know, that's fine. They're taking some liberties. All right. So basically, I mean, so far I haven't really even needed the scissors. Oh wait, no, I did, just once though. But so I'll just kind of like. Cutting sideways is okay, just don't cut towards you. Come on. Just need it to snap. There we go, there we go. Okay. So it is snapped on this side. Oh, you know what? It's way easier to cut down here. I didn't even see that. I'm just gonna cut on both sides right down here. Okay. There's like a place where it's very, not very taut, it's very laxed. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I need to be very careful, but let me try to make sure that you can see this. Okay. She comes with silica gel, like in lore. Okay, so is this like the stand right here? Okay, it is. It's all... Oh, these are like her wings. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, wow. Okay, so these are her wings. Right here. Take those out. Okay, we will take her out of here and all of the cloth off. I gotta be really careful with the loom, you know? Okay. She's got like this extra dress. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put a tear in it, so it's gonna just kind of do that. There's the stand. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Focus. Focus, camera, focus. For me, please. Eh. I'm gonna like try to put this behind so that it loses all. There we go. Very cool. The loom is actually like it's not static. Like you can move it. You can move it. It's like string. It's the threads of fate, guys. I am poking the threads of fate. Okay, so what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm going to put the wings on, and then I'll let you guys get a closer look because I'll be closer to the computer. Okay, so they don't go on this way, do they? No, they go on this way. Oh wow, it looks like a magnet. It just like went click right in. It like pulled itself in. It was like a magic or something. It's like it's in there now. It just does not. It does not want to leave. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm also gonna like wiggle in ESL a bit so that it doesn't boot me, even though I might be doing some Overwatch after this. I don't know. All right. So here we are. Here's the Athelia statue. The Daedric Prince of Baths of infinite possibilities. Very, very pretty. I got all those little pieces of glass. She is quite special. That is exceptional. Wow. I mean, that is so pretty. I mean, like, anything, I love anything, like, Magna G related. And I mean, if you long-time watchers know, I'm a huge Magna G fan. Hold on, let me put this away really quick. Like I've got this beacon, for example. I've got Meridia's beacon. See, I forgot how. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Now I know how to turn this on. There we go. A new hand touches the beacon. You can't really see it glowing that well because it's like right, but if I move it away, you can tell. It's glowing. Zoom, zoom. So yeah, I'm really glad I got to do that unboxing today because I'm gonna I'll have more time to show the family tomorrow, and also I probably won't have time. I probably wouldn't have time on stream to do this tomorrow. So yeah, I just got to figure out where to put her because I really don't know. Right now, I think the best idea is just to put her with my beacon. Over here on my lore book. I think that is definitely the best place. And also, I've shown this on Blue Sky recently, but I also have this Nirnroot, which glows. I'm a big Nirnroot fan. I'm one of those weirdos that likes the noise. I find them fascinating. Okay. You should put something no one will ever see her again. Athelia who? Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. So I'm trying to decide if I will do Overwatch tonight or if I will just end, because I will be doing plenty of Overwatch this weekend. Because I might just end. Because I don't know if Minty's ready. And I have a lot of box stuff to put away now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where are we gonna hose? If I did raid, let's see, who should I raid to? Hold on. Oh, you know what? We could go to Tyranny. Be a good idea. If anyone's curious about when I'm going to be streaming next, I'm not going to be doing the unofficial Elder Scrolls Pages stream this Saturday. That'll be next Saturday. But I will be live on my own channel probably at 8 p.m. Central Time. We will maybe be starting with ESO, but I likely see us starting with VR Chat and then going into ESO. And then Sunday will be a 7... No. It'll be like maybe a 6 p.m. start. It might be 7. 6 or 7 p.m. Central. So yeah, and Saturday, I can definitely see us doing... Obviously, we're going to be doing ESO. And we're also going to be doing Baldur's Gate, if everything works out. And then Overwatch. And then Sunday is probably going to be ESO. It's going to be VR Chat, ESO, and then Overwatch. I'm such a variety streamer. Let's see, who did I say we were going to go to? Oh yeah, that's right, we're going to be going to Tyranny for all this. I gotta organize my desk. Alright, so thank you guys so much for being here. It is appreciated. Really glad I got to get that fantastic crate reading and the unboxing done in the same night. Very fun. I kind of wish I got a trial done, but I don't know. Maybe I'll manage some on Sunday. I couldn't believe there was. I was checking the group finder. I couldn't see a trial. It's like, where else? Where are all the people doing the trials? All right, let me make sure that Tyranny is not ending right now. No, but I got a raid before she does. Oh, I mean, she's been going a while. Okay, yeah, I got a raid quick. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's appreciated. I'll be live again probably at like 8 p.m. Central Time. And then Sunday might be 6, but it'll probably be 7 p.m. Central. I will see you later. Wait, hold on. Bye.